Country celebrates National Voters' Day. President, Prime Minister say every vote cast strengthens India's democratic fabric. India holds bilateral talks with South Africa. Prime Minister says both nations have decided to take relationship to new high. Northeast gets ready to observe the 70th Republic Day along with the rest of the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with winners of Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2019, urges children to stay connected with nature. And Assam to host 29th Senior National Fencing Championship from February 2nd to 5th, 900 players to join the tourney. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Joshna Barua with the news in detail. In national news first, the nation is celebrating the 9th National Voters' Day today. The day is celebrated to sensitize voters about their rights and duties towards democracy. The Election Commission of India is celebrating the day in more than 6 lakh locations, covering around 10 lakh polling stations throughout the country. President Ramnath Kovind today attended the national level function organized by the Election Commission in New Delhi. The national awards for the best electoral practices were conferred on officers for their outstanding performance in the conduct of elections. On the occasion, the Election Commission of India released a quarterly magazine, My Vote Matters, and the first copy was presented to the President. President Ramnath Kovind today said millennials will be eligible to vote for the first time in the general elections this year. Addressing the gathering of the National Voters' Day celebrations in Delhi, the President said these first-time voters will determine the fate and future of the 21st century India. He said it is a matter of pride to be a voter in the world's largest democracy. The President asked new voters to exercise their franchise with responsibility, awareness and compassion. The theme for National Voters' Day this year is No Voter to be Left Behind. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended his greetings to the people on the National Voters' Day. The Prime Minister in a tweet said, and I quote, "This is a day to reaffirm a commitment towards further strengthening democracy by unfailingly participating in democratic processes at the local, state and national levels. Your doing so will go a long way in building a new India. I urge people from all walks of life to create awareness on voter registration and especially request my young friends to register themselves as voters if they have not done so already. Every vote cast enhances our democratic fabric," unquote. Northeast also celebrated the National Voters' Day with the rest of India. In Assam, Governor of Assam, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, appealed to the young and new voters to cast their votes as it is the basic right of an Indian citizen to elect a responsible government. He was addressing a National Voters' Day program held at Netfi House, Guwahati. In view of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, No Voter to be Left Behind has been selected as the theme for the day. This year's state icon for spreading voter awareness is singer Torali Khorma. In Tripura, Governor Kaptan Singh Solanki inaugurated the program at Rabindra Bhavan, Agartala. The governor handed over voter ID cards to the students present at the function.
And every one of us shall do our best to safeguard and preserve the spirit of democracy. Thank you. Jai Hind.
In more national news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today held delegation-level talks with visiting South African President Cyril Ramaphosa in New Delhi. After the talks, Prime Minister Modi said the two nations discussed the entire gamut of bilateral relations. He assured that India will extend cooperation in areas where it has expertise and announced that a skill training institute named after the two great leaders, Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, will be established in South Africa. The Prime Minister also touched upon the importance of deep strategic ties between the two Indian Ocean nations. He said the global outlook of both the nations is in consonance with each other, adding that the two nations have strengthened cooperation on various international fora.
launched by you in 2018 towards your vision of new South Africa. We wish you well in your efforts to attract foreign direct investment into South Africa, as well as for the creation of over 1 million jobs for the youth in 3 years. I am happy that India is contributing to these objectives. Our investment.
Moving on, President Ramnath Kovind will address the nation in a short while from now on the eve of the 70th Republic Day. The address will be broadcast from 7 p.m. on the entire national network of All India Radio and telecast over all channels of Doordarshan in Hindi, followed by the English version. Broadcast of the address in Hindi and English on Doordarshan will be followed by broadcast in regional languages by the regional channels of Doordarshan. Along with the rest of the country, the Northeast is also getting ready to celebrate the 70th Republic Day. In Assam, all arrangements are in place in Khanapara Veterinary Playground in Guwahati, where the Central Republic Day function will be held tomorrow. Talking to media, Deputy Commissioner, Kamrup Metro, Vishwajit Pegu said the district administration is ready for the day. On the other hand, Tripura is all set to celebrate the Republic Day tomorrow in a befitting manner. The main function will be held in the Agartala Assam Rifles ground, where Governor Kaptan Singh Solanki will hoist the national flag. In Manipur, as precautionary measure, State Police continued with its search and house-to-house operation in Imphal East and West District. Police conducted house-to-house search operation at Shantipur, Kerau Assembly Constituency, Imphal East. In Mizoram, Home Department officials had a meeting with joint NGO organizations of the state, which deliberated upon boycotting the Republic Day celebrations as an act of protest against the Citizenship Amendment Bill 2016. The state government did not agree with the boycott call.
January, पवित्र संविधाনের কাছে leader Anirban.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday interacted with winners of Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2019. The awards are given under various categories such as innovation, education, sports, arts, social service and bravery. The Prime Minister said that while the awards recognize the efforts of the young souls, they serve as an inspiration for other children like them. He urged the extraordinary children to stay connected with nature. In Tripura, Governor Kaptan Singh Solanki has said India is not a political nation but a cultural nation. That is why foreigner could not conquer the country despite innumerable attacks. Delivering his inaugural speech at a 3-day seminar on cultural studies in Northeast, Prospects and Challenges, organized by Tripura University's History Department, the governor said there is an inherent unity in the culture that binds the entire nation in one thread. In news from the world of sports, Saina Nehwal has reached the semi-finals of the Indonesia Masters with a straight games win over Pompey Chochuwong of Thailand. The Indian world number 9 beat Chochuwong 21-7, 21-18 in 33 minutes to enter Saturday's semi-final. The win now takes Saina's head-to-head record over the Thai to 4-0. In more sports news, India's dream run in the Southern Hemisphere continued as the steamrolled New Zealand in the first one-dayer on the back of a fantastic bowling performance. And now the action shifts to the second one-day international. After beating New Zealand quite easily in the first ODI, India would want to take a good lead in the second ODI going forward in the series. It has become more important for the Indian team to win the second ODI as the Indian team has already announced that Virat Kohli will not be part of the final 2 one-day international for the series. The pressure will be on the Kiwis to bounce back from an abject performance in the first ODI. The Assam Fencing Association will host the 29th Senior National Fencing Championship from February 2 to 5 at Torun Ramphukon Indoor Stadium, Guwahati. The association expects the participation of 900 players from around 34 states of the country. The association, along with its team of 46 technical experts, has made the necessary arrangements to ensure that the tournament is conducted in the best possible manner.
স্বীকাৰ নকৰিলে ভুল হ'ব সকলো ফেডাৰেশন গ্ৰেডেশন কৰে তিনটা গ্ৰেড কৰে
In Assam, ERD Foundation is organizing the Northeast Graduate Congress 2019 from February 15 with a 3-day program on the campus of University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, USTM. Briefing the media today in Guwahati, USTM Director Dr. Bolendra Kumar Das said the event will help produce employable graduates, a crying need of the hour. The objective behind the Congress is to provide a common platform to students for exploring various other possibilities. To end the news.
India is not producing.
To end the news, the main points once again. Country celebrates National Voters' Day. President, Prime Minister say every vote cast strengthens India's democratic fabric. India holds bilateral talks with South Africa. Prime Minister says both nations have decided to take relationship to new heights. Northeast gets ready to observe the 70th Republic Day along with the rest of the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with winners of Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2019, urges children to stay connected with nature. And Assam to host 29th Senior National Fencing Championship from February 2nd to 5th, 900 players to join the tourney. And that's all in this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.